Hello everybody, this is Charles and I am back with another toy review, this time for Bandai's Metal Build ARX-7 Arbalest from the anime Full Metal Panic Invisible Victory. Alright, so I just received this from Japan this morning. I ordered mine from Hobby Link Japan. Really excited to have this piece, and the box at the back shows features of the figure as well as the accessories that it comes with. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you the figure. Alright, so over here, let me just adjust the camera a bit downwards first to focus on the figure. Okay, cool. So here we have on my hands right now, is the ARX-7 figure. Diecast content wise, it's a typical classic metal build figure with lots of diecast content coming mainly from the joints. I'll first go through the diecast content I can see from the figure itself. Over here, if I were to open the cockpit, okay, inner frame here, this part inside here, the gunmetal grey portion is diecast. Okay, over here, the shoulders wise, here, the shoulder joints over here are diecast. Elbow joints are diecast. The inner frame of the torso are diecast. Just moving further down, I will lift this up. The hip portion here is diecast. Bottom over here, the hip itself, the entire hip section over here. Okay, it's inside. You can really see it's diecast. Hip joints are diecast. Okay, you can see the thigh area. This is diecast. On the portion of double jointed knees is diecast. And then moving down, we can see that the ankle portion. Okay, this part you can see is diecast all the way from this part all the way to the ankle. It's diecast. So pretty much a lot of diecast content for this piece, which makes this a very hefty figure, and which makes typically metal build figures so awesome to own. In terms of design of the figure wise, I would say that I like it because it's a realistic, it's like a real trooper robot. It's not like those super robots that you have, that have very exaggerated design. This is a very simple design and a tactical design, I would say. So yes, features that it has, okay, right now just go through. For example, over here, you can lift it here, you can pull the cockpit out, okay. So this is a very nice feature, especially into those robots that you like, to have a humanoid figure. So we can actually put the pilot inside here. Okay, you can put the seat with or without the pilot, which is a cool feature, which I'm not going to showcase in this video today. What other features that does it have? Before that, let's go through articulation then. So articulation wise, head wise, you can actually rotate fully 360 if it's not obstructed. If not, you can probably only have about 45 degrees sideways. Up down wise, you can probably go about 20 degrees down, 20 degrees back. Sideways, you can actually rotate you can move actually about 20 degrees left and right side. Shoulder joints wise, you can have a full 360 rotation. Over here, okay, the joint pops out, but it's fine. And since the joint popped out, let me just say that I'm not very comfortable with this part of the joint being plastic. I'm quite worried that, as time goes by, this part will get strained and stressed and might just crack and break off. So it would have been great if Bandai had given us a die-cast joint for this one, just for the sake of making sure that the joint lasts. Anyway, so in terms of joints wise, you can actually pull this out. You can actually extend the shoulders. Shoulders about 90 degrees. But there's also an additional joint over here that can actually pull the shoulders outwards. You can see. Let me just pop this back first. You can actually pull the shoulders slightly upwards over here. That will give you additional clearance for the shoulder articulation. Okay, you can go about 90 degrees, yeah, thereabouts. So if you didn't have this, it'd probably be about close to 80 degrees. Okay, over here at the arm wise, you get 360 rotation. You get double jointed elbows. Okay, over here. And the fists are on a ball joint. And within the ball joints, okay, there's also a joint. Okay, over here you can see you can actually move the joint up and down. So this gives you more motion when you need to actually do, let's say, a pose whereby you're holding a weapon or holding a gun or a sword. Okay, and oops, so now this joint is popped out. Let me just pop this back in. Okay, So in terms of the torso wise, you can actually shift the torso to the sideways. Okay. This part will fall off sometimes, but you just need to clip it back. Okay, you just clip the torso back. Okay, and it's done. You can move the torso backwards. Okay, so there's actually two joints over here. There's one joint for backwards. That's on the top, and then if you were to make him bend forward, it'll be on based on this joint at the back. As you can see, it's die cast, and when you shift left, right, that's where the joint is. So rotate as well, okay, over here on the waist. So it's really, really cool. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, my battery pack has just gone back. Okay. Let's push back in first. Okay, I'll go through this later. Legs joints wise, okay, you can actually extend the legs. Okay, this will give you more room to actually have the leg go all the way up here, slightly beyond 90 degrees. You can also shift the legs back to 90 degrees as long as the skirt is not obstructing. The back skirt is not obstructing. Over here, you can actually move all the way up to 90 degrees, but this part of the joint is really tight, so I'm not going to force it. So I just want to show you with the other side of the leg, you can go about 90 degrees, okay, thereabouts. You can also rotate at the top of the thigh. And over here, knee joints, double jointed knees. Very cool. Ankles wise, you can actually rotate. You can go sideways. You can see it go sideways. And you have articulation at the feet as well. That allows you to go this way. So yeah, that's pretty much for the articulation. Let me just push this back in. Yeah. Oops, and the joint has popped off. Let me just recover the piece. And again, as most of my videos, I always say that it's good that joints pop off rather than break off. And because of the level articulation of this piece, you can easily do a kneeling pose, typical standard kneeling pose that you want to do. Yeah, you can do that pretty easy. I'm not gonna go into full details, but you guys will get a drift about it. So over here, you can actually move the waist joint slightly upwards. That will give you more clearance for you to do more dynamic poses. Do be careful, as the instruction also state that you might chip some pain while doing some really dynamic poses. So in terms of features wise, okay, I think I hardly watched this anime. In fact, I only watched the first 2 episodes recently. I didn't watch the old Full Metal Panic anime. One nice feature about this is that there are a lot of gimmicks around here. So for example, with this part, you can actually open this and there's a grenade. You actually have to store this grenade yourself. It comes separate, so you need to store it here. And similarly over here, if I were to pull this down, it will be a storage for a dagger. Yeah, so this is storage for the dagger. Also, likewise, you have to actually insert it yourself in. So I did it before I did a video. Another feature over here, I think they have this what you call that, ECS feature, whereby it goes into stealth mode. So how it goes into the ECS or stealth mode is that you need to pull this shoulder part up. Okay, let me just pull this entire thing out first. So you need to pull this upwards, then get this thing out completely, and then you see this lens-like thing. So that's the ECS feature. Okay, I'm just gonna put it back in here. Let's pop on the other arm, shoulder pack. Pull this up, lift it up, and you see the lens over here. Pull this down, pop this back in. I'm actually looking at instructions because there's so many parts that you need to unveil for this. Over here. So over here, you pop this out. Okay, just one thing to note is that this grey part and this blue part, they're actually glued together. So when I was trying to pull this out the first time, okay, this whole thing came apart. Because this joint was just way too tight. So what I had to do, I actually had to use super glue to glue this part in. You can see that from the video, it clicks really tightly inside, and it really takes a lot of strength to actually click it out. But it's not, I mean, I'm not sure whether it's just my figure or it's the same as every other figure that is really tight to actually pull this thing out. But if in case you pull this out and then the this blue part pops out, it's just a simple fix of using super glue. Just glue it over here, and once it's dry, you can actually put you can actually just flip the thing in out pretty easily. So I'm done with this part. Let me see if I'm missing anything. No. Okay, so going to the back here. Oh, see over here, there's the battery pack. So this battery pack is also really tight and it's difficult to remove. So prior to the review, I actually just popped this out already. So you can see 2 batteries over at the back, which is a very nice touch. And so I'm just gonna pop this back in completely. Click, and it's really hard to take it out after this. And over here, so you just flip this up, flip this down, pull this out a little bit more, flip this up. Oops. So this thing pops out. Okay, if you let me just slide this back in. So if you actually lift this part out too much, the entire thing pops out. But no worries, you can just slot it back in. So this is another feature over here. Over here you flip out this side, show the lens. So you see 2 lenses over here. I'll flip out on this other side as well to show these 2 lenses. Over at the back, you need to lift this up for the arms. Okay, this is for arm as well. Really cool. Over here at the ankle, at the back of the knee, flip this open. It's really cool. I really love this. Going back to the front, you will push this waist guard down. Lift this up. Yeah, you see another lens. Small lens over here. Pull down the side skirts. Reveals another lens. Irritating popping through the joints. Popping them back in. Okay. Okay, and also flipping out, putting out over here the kneecaps. Another 2 lenses, and at the back there's 1 more over here. Okay, you need to pull this up. Okay, this might be a little bit tough to pull out, but yes, I can manage it. Yeah, so it actually gave you a set of pincers, and over here you can see there's 3 lenses. 1, 2, and 3. So it actually give you a pair of pincers, so in case you're having trouble to actually dig it out with your fingernails, you can actually use the pincers to actually dig it out. Let me see if I left out any lenses. No. So okay. So this is the figure with all the lenses open. I personally felt it's really cool. This is how it goes into stealth mode in the anime. It's really cool. But to me, it's just like opening all this. It's just like, a typical Gundam unicorn, or metal or the 00 Quant going full burst mode. This is just, to me, it just feels similar. The feature, the act of opening all this part just feels like it. Yeah, it's really cool. So I think apart from that, you can actually have another mode whereby he has all this things sticking out from the back. I'm not sure what they call them, but it's a nice. Okay, one thing is that I'm disappointed that it's not die cast. I was hoping it's die cast, but it's just plastic coated, some special coating apparently that changes color depending on the light direction. So you see over here it's dark, then it turns really bright. So yeah, it's an interesting feature. So how this fits in over here. So let me just pick up the correct ones that fit in the correct places. I think I need to look at my instructions. So the top part. Yeah, so this part's, okay, go to the top. I'm gonna slot that in over here. Okay, fits in really well. Slot in over here. And the bottom part wise, you slot it over here. And once you slot it in over here, you can actually flip this down. This helps to keep it in place. Similarly over here, so I'll push it in. And you flip this downwards, that locks it into place. It helps to keep it in place, not really locks it in place, but helps to keep the part in place. So you have this, and I think in anime, this the shoulder joints actually, the this metallic parts actually extend out, but we can't do that for the normal shoulder pads, so you need to actually remove the shoulder pads and place this ones, okay, whereby it goes into its complete full burst mode, whatever you call it. So there it is. So cool. This is the figure itself. Everything's opened up nicely. Wow, I like this part. You know, this parts actually come out is really nice, and the overall look of the figure is really like a trooper figure. So cool. It comes with a lot of accessories and weapons, which I will not go through, but I'll just go through two of the typical weapons that it has. So it has this dagger that comes in a scabbard, which is really cool. I like it, you know. And you can actually put it over here. There's actually a pack over here that you can actually slot it in. So I'm gonna slot it into this pack. So it stays here. Let's slant it a little bit. Okay, go here. And over here for the rifle. Okay, the rifle is actually pretty detailed as well. This is like the ammo pack. I'm just gonna take the ammo pack out for the time being. But the rifle is really detailed, so you can actually move this part, and actually this rests on the arm of the figure, and then you can actually what do you call it, clock, yeah, the rifle, which is really cool. So if you're not using a rifle, where's this? It's the ammo pack. Slots in over here, and also a pack over here. This pack actually can fit in right here. So this is where I can have the figure holding to both the weapons. So I'm probably gonna display him this way because I think this is a really nice way to display him. Simple trooper sort of figure, but I just feel it's really awesome. You know, the colors wise, everything just makes military sense, and it's so cool. So let me just put in comparison with the ARX-7, I think, if I didn't recall wrongly, the Lavetian. So this was the original one that Bandai released, the first one of the Full Metal Panic metal build figures. Both of them have the same height, okay? And I can only say that for this ARX-7, there's a great improvement in the sense that the joints are much tighter compared to this. For this piece, I have problems, you know, with loose leg joints. Not really critical, but you can actually feel the looseness of this. And the two of them look really good standing together. And what's coming up? Oh, I think in May, if I'm not wrong, they're gonna launch a version 2 of this figure with some minor improvements, some color difference. Yeah, so regardless, I'm still gonna get it anyway. But it's nice. So Full Metal Panic, yeah, I do hear from my friends that it's a very popular anime. I haven't really watched it myself, but I'm sure Bandai actually launched this figure because it's in line with the anime, and probably a lot of people who watch the anime will fall in love with the figure, and then, you know, impulse purchases and yada. So yeah. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I just watched about 19 hours ago. I just watched Avengers: Infinity War. Wow, I can say wow. 10 years, 18 movies in the making to lead to this awesome movie. I'm not gonna say any spoiler, but because I know how it sucks to actually hear a spoiler before you actually watch the movie, and I feel that everybody should respect the movie by not disclosing the content or not posting any spoilers, okay? So that everybody can, you know, enjoy the movie. You can feel the full excitement, the anticipation, and the adrenaline rush. What I can say about the Infinity War movie is that it's really awesome. I loved it. I just watched it in IMAX 3D, and I'm gonna watch it again this weekend, a normal screen. So I'll probably watch this movie at least 2 or 3 times because it's really awesome. I'm not gonna say anything, but you know, for those of you who would love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you should really watch it as soon as possible, because I'm sure everyone wouldn't be able to hold back their excitement and contain their excitement over the weekend, and I'm sure spoilers will start popping up really soon. Anyway, back to the topic. So this metal build figure, yes, personally love it. Like the simplicity of it. I think it's a nice figure. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.